Divine Virgo. This is going to be officially my very first tarot reading, pick a card reading, whatever you want to call it, on my channel. I'm super excited to be starting this new series. I've wanted to do this for a while, and I have a couple of privated videos that I did do around last year, I believe. But anyways, this is for what is coming in for the month of November. It is nearing the end of October, and I wanted to do an energy clearing, a space clearing, and just to see for the collective, for my subscribers who are interested in tarot readings or just guidance messages from your ancestors, from your deities, from spirit, from the universe, from God, whatever higher power you connect with. I wanted to channel some messages for you guys. Today's video is going to be a pick a card video, and we have 3 cards laid out in front of us. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to play a little 2-minute clip so you can take some deep breaths and meditate on which card calls to you. Hello, pile number 1. You have chosen this beautiful card, and it has a beautiful message on the back, but I don't want to say the message quite yet. I want to see what the reading is all about before we get into the oracle message. First things first, I have pre-selected a bunch of different oracle cards here. And these ones are for you, pile number 1. We're going to start off with this Black Moon astrology cards, just to see what is the energy. Ooh, interesting. Life's debts. Routine. 6th house. And we have partner fortune increase. So your fortune could be increasing, y'all. Getting that money. I do have a little booklet for this deck, so I'm going to be reading off these cards to you guys just to start off, and then we're going to go in with the tarot cards, and we're just going to kind of get a little bit more information. When the South Node card turns up in a reading, it is a turning point. It is a time of endings and beginnings. Understand that there is something about to close that has been held up in place for a long time. Familiar ways will end, ushering you forward in new ways and through different developments. You are ready to step out of the rut and align yourself with a higher vision. You may be evaluating certain aspects of your life to realize there is no longer any connection there and that it is time to move on. Be assured you will have a stronger foundation for your next venture. Doors slam, but in recognizing what needs to end, it helps you to move on toward further maturity. This is a period to maximize the advantages of these changes, difficult though they may seem now. You will want to leave your comfort zone and make as many new contacts as you possibly can. You are about to hook up with people in your soul tribe. You are setting down a foundation for your future marvelous life. So already I can tell right off the bat, you're going through some changes and some intense ones too, girl. With routine and fortune increase here, that does make sense. So it seems like maybe your daily routine or your career could be changing. One of these two, or maybe both is, but it seems to be something very prominent and important in your life. Okay, so for 6th house routine, it says you must change your usual way of looking at things. When the 6th house card presents itself in a reading, an important thing to consider is your state of health. Medical appointments and buildings such as hospitals and health centers may figure into your reading. For your future plans to progress smoothly, you must be strong in body. An area to look at closely is your diet. An alternative health approach may work best for you now, and you may find yourself interested in Reiki, acupuncture, chiropractors, and health supplements, herbs, and visits to health food stores. Becoming involved in these matters professionally may also develop. As the 6th house has everything to do with your routine and what you do regularly, you may experience changes and disruptions in your schedule. It would also be to your benefit to become as organized as you can, since at this time, any type of disorganization could defeat your plans. So that makes sense because it says in the South Node, it said that there's only going to be one specific path, right? And anything else that is not part of that path, there'll be blockages. So that makes sense to stay organized so you don't get off of that specific path that you're supposed to be on. It is time to pay attention to the small particulars rather than the larger picture. The larger picture cannot develop without the minute details. You may find yourself worrying over little matters, which is exhausting. Visits to libraries and schools may somehow assist you in your plans. It is important to be analytical in your endeavors, or they may become unraveled and not turn out in the ideal way you want. Perfection is not necessary to success. Completing what you start is more important. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, staying organized with the details, but letting go of the need to have everything be perfect. That makes sense. So if you are somebody who struggles with staying consistent with anything that you start, this is for you. And the message is let go. Let go. It doesn't matter what you start, doesn't matter when you start it. The point is that you're starting it and that you finish it through. Stopping and starting something new, that's not doing any good for you, and actually I feel like that's triggering this South Node. I'm basically getting Tower card energy from this South Node, which makes sense because it's like you're going to be 180ing pretty much everything that's going on in your life. And so with this routine card kind of pinpointing consistency, I feel like that goes hand in hand with these changes, that whatever you decide to change, just stay consistent with it. Because otherwise, if you don't stay consistent, you're just kind of going to keep going in this hamster wheel over and over again, because there's not going to be actual progress without consistency. When the Part of Fortune card turns up in a reading, it means a time when things begin to flow more easily and you will have your success. But success and how it will come about and how long it will take will very much depend upon surrounding cards. Okay, so this is kind of just a confirmation card, basically to the South Node, saying these changes that you're making and that you're moving toward, they will be successful, but you have to stay consistent and you have to stay on track. And there's no other way about it. This is a really intense reading, so, and this is really for a very specific group of people or person. So basically, this is like a very hard up. Like, I'm getting major, like, intense, just intense energy coming from this reading. Basically saying, like, if you don't change, nothing's gonna happen and you're gonna be miserable and your life's gonna suck. And not saying that to be like, you know, like, oh, you're not gonna have a great life. Like, just saying that as like, that's just the energy that's coming out. It's very blunt, very point blank, period, like to the point. Yeah. Like, I'm getting like the energy is really like, the universe is done. Like, I don't mean to say it like that, but like, universe is like boo, like, come on, like, what's happening? We've already told you this over and over again, like, this is do or die, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I'm just really getting that energy. But let's move forward. Let's keep reading about this. You may want to take advantage of this time of easy flow to resolve conflicts. It is time to heal that toxic situation which has been so difficult to overcome. Okay, so if you have a toxic situation with a family member, a friend, relationship, now's the time to resolve that. Again, since changes are being made in your favor, that energy is being opened up to you so you can move forward and evolve and grow. That also has to do with relationships too, friendships or romantic. So yeah, Spirit's really saying here, whoever this is, the time is now. The time is now, and don't look back, basically. Since the part of fortune mostly means gifts, you may want to take on another area of study or master another art form. Again, changes in career. What did I say? You may want to switch your idea of what you thought that you wanted to do, or maybe you've been thinking about this for a while, but now it's just coming to a head where, again, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel this like pain or this like something's just not right. And so that is the universe telling you, or God telling you, hey, it's time to move forward. It's time to try something new. This card also means that benefits will suddenly be placed in your path. Since fortune is fate, it will very well seem as if you just stumbled onto them. Okay, so this is a really good card to have. Like, I feel like this kind of balances this like intense energy, because obviously the universe loves you, God loves you and cares for you and wants the best for you. So as you go through this intense time where you're going to have to be, you know, making changes and getting out of your comfort zone and not, you know, not looking back at your old self and your old past, the universe is saying as you do that, you will be rewarded, and it's going to be vast, it's going to be amazing, and this big successful energy. But you can only get to the fortune by doing the work, right? Let's get into the tarot, because I'm actually really excited. This reading is like juicy. Okay, so let's just see what comes out for pile number 1 for the month of November surrounding this energy. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, temperance. Balance. Flow. Interesting. Patience. Yep. I am seeing it. Y'all. Okay. What else? What else for pile number 1 for the month of November? The Hierophant, learning and teaching. Page of Swords, new ideas, new energy. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, this is like confirmation. Ooh, interesting. 3 of Swords. Okay. Sorry. If y'all could see that paintbrush, it's just my marker, so I know like when I'm in the screen or out of it. But, okay. So, whoops. I'm sorry, you guys. I cannot see the camera, so I'm trying my best to stay in the shot. Bear with me. Let's do one more to kind of get it out. Let's do back in the day. Interesting. Okay. This is juicy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have a lot on your plate, and I feel like it's more of you think you have a lot on your plate, right? You think you have a lot on your plate, but you actually don't. It's just the trauma that you've been through, and you're kind of using that trauma as baggage to keep you from moving forward. And that's why this card came out. Because the South Node is all about your karmic debt, your life debts, right? Everybody has karmic debt from their past life, or if you believe in past lives, or just in their life in general, the things that they've been through. Everybody has baggage. And as a human being, it's part of our human experience to learn how to move through that trauma and baggage and these daggers that just come into our hearts at any point in time. Could be childhood trauma, could be teen trauma, could be adult trauma, whatever it is at any point in time in your life. The fact is that you have to deal with that, and you have to learn how to move through it and to use positive tools, to learn positive tools, right? Learn positive tools to help yourself move out of that energy. And I feel like you are, and I feel like that's why this card came out, and that's why this reading is so intense, because it's like you're at this breaking point where you can't hide it anymore. Like the cups are stacked, right? The cups are stacked up, the wall's up. You're like, okay, this fucking hurts, man. I'm tired of feeling like this. And you're walking away from it. You're walking away into this new energy. Page of Swords is new ideas, new energy. You've got that like spine of steel, right? You're ready to move on. And with the Hierophant, this is literally like, this is the energy of finding a mentor, finding a teacher, or teaching yourself new ideas, new skills. And with that routine card, you're just like I read, Spirit is saying that it's time for you to move into a new direction. Like everything that you've been doing up until this point is just not working for you anymore. And the reason why you're feeling tired or frustrated or unmotivated, maybe like creative block, depressed, any of those energies, it's because when stagnation happens, it's like a flat line, right? Like if you think about, you know, the heart rate machines, like they're like beep, 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 beep. Well, when somebody flatlines, it's beep, right? That's stagnation. And for lack of better term, I guess, it's death, right? There's no movement, there's no evolution, there's nothing happening, there's no life. And so Spirit is saying, bring life back into your life, right? And as you bring life back into your life, the fortune, the success, the public recognition, everything that you want for yourself will happen. Again, it's just a matter of, you know, the timing and the amount is just a matter of, you know, how dedicated are you going to be? You know? And with the Temperance card, this is guidance. This is a message straight from Spirit saying patience and balance is key. Patience and balance is key. Flow. And look at this. The wings. What? Okay, I just noticed that. Sorry. Whoa. So, maybe like, if you work with or are interested in archangels, I would definitely, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. Actually, I have an Archangel Raphael healing oracle deck. I want to use it now. I'm feeling very archangel, very intense archangel energy. I can't really speak today. It might be because I had a huge coffee like right before I started this, but I'm not sure what's going on. Just FYI, if I'm like stumbling over my words, I apologize. But Archangel Raphael, let's see what Archangel Raphael has for you, pal number one. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Ooh, okay. What else? But this makes sense. Moving forward into this new energy, into changing, a lot is going to be happening. And so grounding yourself and coming back into your intuition and listening to your internal mind and your internal words, that's going to be super important. Because your intuition is going to tell you what's going on in your body, what's going on in your mind, what's happening in your soul, what, you know, it's almost like our ego is blind. We can't see, you know, we can't feel, we can't know what's going on. And if we're just moving on autopilot, there's no way that we're going to be able to navigate into that right or golden path, right? So listening to your intuition is going to be able to open up your eyes, right? So you can feel your way and know that this is where you're supposed to be and this is what you're supposed to be doing. I want to get two more. Archangel Raphael, what is happening? What's going on? What kind of guidance or messages can we get? Inner authority. See, yeah, it's all internal. And this is why this reading is so interesting, because divine intervention, look at that. Yeah. I feel like you've been on autopilot for a long time. For a long time. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That is okay. But the fact is that you're at this point where you're feeling so hurt and so miserable that you're like, I can't do this anymore. I can't just pretend like nothing's wrong. You know, and that's a divine intervention, right? You can call upon Archangel Raphael, or again, I've just kind of got Archangel Michael vibes because of this guy right here. But any archangel, I just feel like angel energy is very prominent here, and this could be something to look into to help you as you're navigating this intense like time into these new changes and this new routine and consistency, and learning new things and grasping these new ideas and letting go of this old, you know, I feel like it's very like old victimizing, like, you know, mentality of like, oh, because I've been through this is who I am, and it's so hard to get out of this mindset. No, it's, you know, I mean, it's difficult. I'm not gonna say no, it's not, but it is difficult, but you can do it. You just need to have this structure in order to do it. And also, again, this angel energy is coming out very prominently and saying, hey, we're here to help. Call upon us, pray to us, talk to us, at whichever way feels right to you. You know, whether you go to church or whether you just pray at night or just talking out loud, it doesn't matter. However you choose to go about it, Spirit's saying, do it. Start to build your faith up, because that's also going to help you during these hard times. This is a time where you're going to be peeling back the onion layers of your life, and you're going to be discovering a whole lot of shit about yourself that you have never decided to like even break the surface on. And it's going to be intense, it's going to be emotional, it's not going to be easy, but using these tools of going inwards and grounding yourself, that is what is going to help you move into this fruitive energy. So I really want to see what this says. I know I was going to excuse me, I know I was going to save this for the end, but I'm very curious now. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Whoa, that's intense. And that has nothing to do with our actual relationship. So that's actually cool. Sorry. I mean, not to say that I didn't want to do like love readings. This was not a love reading. Like, this was very much personal introspection reading. But that makes sense with this reading. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. That talks a lot about this energy. It talks a lot about this fortune energy. Because remember, it said that, you know, as you move into this success, you're going to be sharing with the world. You're sharing this abundance and you know, new fruitive energy, right? So that's very interesting. And I feel like it's also kind of saying, like, change your perspective. As you make these changes and as you come into this new energy, change your perspective and remind yourself that all of the physical stuff, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Remember, what did this talk about? The details of your life are what matters right now. The big picture of who you love, like what you have and who you are, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Just focus on the present experience. I do have some romance angel oracle cards here that could be for a relationship, could be for yourself. We'll see what comes out. Love yourself first. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's interesting, because this is definitely that energy of, yeah, fill your cup. Fill your cup. Yeah. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. What? As you release and heal the past, what have I been talking about? Moving forward from that past energy. Yeah. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yep, let it go, baby. Let it go. And we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Ooh la la. So if you have somebody romantic in your life, you know, whether it's an actual relationship or maybe something blossoming, or maybe you have a crush on somebody and you've been kind of hesitating on making the move, make that move in November. Make that move. And again, what I think it was the fortune card that said, it says something about like toxic relationships or something, but it did say that now is the time to communicate and to speak your mind and your feelings, like to move forward. So I feel like this is just kind of saying, like, as a little adjective, if you have somebody in your life that you've been wanting to express your feelings to, do it. Now's the time. Okay, so we have, let's see, you guys have two of these Eternal Crystal cards, and then 2 of these Witch's Kitchen. I believe that's what this deck is called. Yes, Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards. So let's start with the Witch's Kitchen. This one is a really cool concept. If you guys don't know what this deck is, it's basically a bunch of different like things that you can find in your kitchen, and then it's connected to certain energies and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's really cool. But let's see what you guys have. Hemp expansion, and we have patchouli purpose, expand your purpose. Yo, I can't make it up. I can't make it up, you guys. Expand your purpose. This is probably getting cut off, but that's okay. Expand your purpose, exactly. Go within and expand your purpose. Figure out, what are you meant to do? What is calling towards you right now? And let's see what crystals you guys have. Pipestone, catalanite, ancestors, root chakra. The ancestors. The ancestors are coming through. Love that. And we have turquoise, balance, temperance, balance, throat and heart chakras. So these could be definitely some crystals maybe you want to go and purchase so you can use or have in your home or in your bag just to produce this energy. Or if you're interested in chakra Reiki energy work, throat and heart chakra and the root chakra, those seem to be the ones to focus on, which does make sense too, because the throat chakra is communication, right? How we speak, which makes sense with the public recognition and the public relations. So maybe you're supposed to be moving into a career where you are like a public speaker, or you speak your mind freely, you know? Maybe you haven't done that in the past, and maybe Spirit's saying, hey, now's the time to focus more on speaking your mind. And then the heart chakra, obviously, with the 3 of Swords, we can't really see it anymore, but the, you know, heart energy and releasing the past, right? With this inner authority, releasing and forgiving, right? Where's that one? Forgiving and learning. Yep. Forgive yourself for what you did not know, right? I love the saying that you cannot blame yourself for past things that you've done, because you only knew as much as you knew back then. And now you know more because you were always constantly evolving and learning. So forgive yourself for what you did not know, right? And move forward knowing that you don't have to make those mistakes again. You don't have to make those decisions again. And you can now move forward with more wisdom in your life and more introspection on who you are and what you want. And I feel like the root chakra energy is really coming through with that groundingness, right? Because the root chakra is like the root, it's the end, it's the bottom of your spine and your body, and it's what grounds you and helps you stand up tall and strong. And so I feel like that's really important during this time, to keep yourself, you know, keep yourself stable. Because again, with this routine card, that's talking about consistency. There's, you know, if you're feeling emotionally and energetically unstable, then there's no way that you can stay consistent on the physical aspects of what you're doing. And I think I really want to end off with this animal deck, animal spirit deck. I haven't used this in a while, and I feel like it always has such powerful energy. So let's see what animal spirit is for you, pile number 1. What animal spirit comes out for pile number 1? The sea serpent. Ooh, okay. This is intense. I'm gonna go grab the booklet real quick because I forgot to grab it. So in this animal spirit deck, there are 4 different elemental animals. So there's earth, air, fire, and water. But then we have a 5th one, which is spirit. And you got one of these spirit animals, which is the sea serpent. Healing emotional wounds, 3 of Swords energy, expressing desires. Hello, what? Okay, I'm just gonna read it, sorry. I always get so excited when the cards line up like this. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most, our hearts are at ease, and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. To heal our wounds. Okay, sorry. I'm not sorry. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. Oh, I have chills. Because this is exactly what I was talking about. Literally, forgiving and letting go of your past and your wounds, and allowing yourself space to freely express yourself and figure out what it is that you actually want out of this life. So that is a beautiful note to leave on. I am so glad that I did this reading for you guys. Like, I'm just, it really warms my heart. And if this reading resonated with you at all in any way, shape, or form, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know that I've impacted somebody's life and helped guide somebody, or give confirmation. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello, pile number 2. So as you can tell, the setup is a little bit different because it's a couple days later, and I was trying to figure out how I could make the setup a little bit better, so I apologize for that. But here is your cards. Actually, cards. This pile, okay, before I get started, let me just show you the other card that was underneath. But before I get started with your guys' reading, I just wanted to say that you guys have a lot of extra cards, and they flew out. Like, there was some intense energy happening. Not really sure what that's about yet, but we're gonna find out. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that, like, you guys have the extra cards. You have cards flying out everywhere when I was shuffling. Both of these cards have little messages on the back, but we're going to set these aside for now, and we'll read the messages later. Oh my gosh, this thing keeps moving. I might need a different tablecloth setup next time, because this is not working out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. It is what it is. So we have a bunch of oracle cards that I've pre-shuffled for you guys. I told y'all have like so many cards here. It's pretty crazy. So we're gonna get started with these black astrology oracle cards just to see the centered energy of what's going on, and then we'll move into the tarot. So we have water element, sensing. Ooh. Okay, water signs come through. I'm trying to figure out how to the shot. And then we have Uranus, Genius. Interesting, interesting. And then we have 10th house, the World. Ooh, okay. So I'm not very familiar with this deck, but I do have the booklet. Sorry you guys, I had to switch my phone camera because the other one was not allowing me to get the full cards on the screen, so I apologize for that. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this Black Moon Astrology card guidebook, and I'm going to read you guys off these 3 cards. When the water element card presents itself in a spread, you can trust what you feel as the best course to follow. What you are sensing right now may not be based on any logic. It's just that what you are sensing is correct. Right now, it's best to go with the flow and, depending upon the cards surrounding it, to trust that movement, although these changes may seem gentle and gradual. Sometimes the water element card indicates a need to withdraw and fight another day. It is time to gather resources and gain strength before moving ahead. This can at times indicate trusting too soon or the passive acceptance of other people's shortcomings when you shouldn't accept them. You may have the tendency to want to allow things to pass you by without fighting for them and letting go of something that is rightfully yours. Water is the element of compassion and understanding, but avoid being a doormat. It is possible people or forces may take advantage of you and may take advantage of your accepting nature. This is a good time to imagine, write, paint, play, or create anything, since water is the element of imagination. It is the ability to quiet your conscious mind and allow yourself to be taken over by an idea or a dream. Water is painting, poetry, and music. This card represents being connected to the flow of all things. It is also the ability to keep a secret or to work alone in privacy. It is probably best to now allow people or circumstances to not pin you down or hem you in. Frankly, you now have the ability to flow or drift in and out of any situation in the way the water is able to move around obstacles very gently and easily. Look inward. Don't worry about the drama that surrounds you. Avoid the commotion, sit still, float, and trust your inner wisdom. It will not steer you wrong. So coming in for the month of November, you could be feeling this kind of energy of just feeling the need to let go, feeling the need to flow or to be more creative. Let's see what these other cards say, because this might have a lot to do with this other energy. When the Uranus card comes up in a reading, there will be jolts and surprises in regards to your question or focus. So jolts or surprises in regards to what I guess the energy is going to be in this month of November for you, which is interesting with the water element card basically saying to surrender and to flow and allow yourself to be in the moment. So that's kind of telling me that when things arise that might jolt you, or maybe the universe is going to be sending you some tests during the month of November, but they're also trying to let you know, hey, we're sending you some tests, so just trust the process and surrender and trust your intuition that you'll make the right decisions based off of maybe things that might be thrown at you. Uranus is the upstart planet, so there won't be any smooth ride here. So that's interesting because that kind of contradicts what this card said. Like the water card said, like, things are going to be smoother, you know, you're going to flow like water. But I think that's kind of almost saying, like, you're going to float like water, you're going to flow. So incorporate that into what is going to be happening, right? Because we as human beings have certain energies that we give off, but the world has other energies, right? The world's energy field can contradict and sometimes can alter our energy field. So I feel like the universe is saying, you know, stay in this element, as environmental things may be coming up during the month of November that might try and shake you, that might try and jolt your life a little bit. Remind yourself to move into those moments with this water element of flow and creativity and grace. You can anticipate matters to turn rather eccentric, if not shocking, and not in the way you expected. Don't look upon these manifestations as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how your life becomes transformed in ways not exactly as you predicted, but better. You may feel excitable or nervous at present, especially when it comes to the things you are currently focusing on. It may seem as if everything is sped up, even forced against your will, but it is not a good idea to resist. The best approach is to entertain the possibilities of what you are about to learn. You can anticipate this change to be a liberating force, offering a new course or path. So that's actually very interesting. I feel like there's a lot of just change happening for the month of November just collectively, because the other reading, because pile number 1 was very kind of similar to this energy of like, there's gonna be things that are going to be changing and moving out of old energy and coming into new energy. But this feels a lot more like this feels a lot less like personal, like introspective things, and more on the lines of environmental, like outside of yourself, if that makes sense. Like, instead of like it being internal things like habits or thoughts that need changing, it's more of the physical aspect of life. Like, it could be moving or career, or just maybe environmental experiences that come up or opportunities that come up that may trigger some type of a new way of thinking, or some new change and out of your normal routine. And again, Spirit's saying that as those things arise during the month of November, to use this water element that you are embodying at this time and tap into it with your creativity and with your gracefulness, to allow yourself to get the most out of what the universe is going to be throwing at you, essentially. Since Uranus is the planet of technology, you may find yourself having to master a new tool, a machine, a computer, or even jobs involving the internet. Since Uranus is the planet of air, storms, and lightning, anything having to do with flight, messages carried via the air, and electrical energies will be a major part of it. Phones, television sets, computers, artificial intelligence, and bionics may also figure. Your surroundings may start exhibiting electrical malfunctions. It is important to pay close attention to the wiring in your home or office. It is also important to point out the connection between Uranus and the alternative forms of sexuality and gender identity. In fact, in Victorian England, homosexual and transgender people were referred to as Uranians. Therefore, you might find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of a different class or background. All in all, this card means your life is about to be changed in big ways rather than small ones. The Uranus card says, go with it and see what happens. So that's very interesting. With that sexuality part, I feel like what's coming up in my intuition from Spirit is like, maybe you are trying to shift your sexuality, or you're thinking about shifting, your sexuality or how you represent yourself sexually or gender-wise. So that could also be something too. Or you may be interested in learning learning about the different genders or pronouns or ways that people represent themselves, and the LGBTQ community. So that could be something too, and that's very interesting. And I feel like Spirit's saying that you may be having opportunities to dig more into that and to just be very open-minded with it. You know, don't judge yourself and don't judge other people when these opportunities arise, because it may be something that subconsciously you may be thinking about. So last but not least, we have the 10th house, the world, fame, and the world at large. Ooh la la. This is major Capricorn energy. So if you have any water signs, or if you're a Capricorn or have any Capricorn placements or water placements, yeah, this is definitely the reading for you. This is an ambitious card. It's about owning the world and being on top of the world. It is the ultimate card to have for when you need to be confident in what you're doing and to go for what you want and nothing less. Because the 10th house is the house of Capricorn, it indicates you are about to put forth a diligent and concentrated effort. The climb and the advancement of your reputation is what the 10th house card means when it turns up in a spread. It also suggests looking at everything as the big picture. Since the 10th house is ruled by Saturn, being required to tell the truth or to be honest will have great bearing on how you advance your goals. So with this card combined with these other two cards, I feel like the universe and spirit is just saying, as these new opportunities come to you, these opportunities and experiences may be things completely out of your comfort zone, or things that you may actually deem to be like taboo. Maybe your friends or your family or people around you may have a certain narrow-mindedness about certain things or experiences, and they may be presented to you. These opportunities and experiences that are coming to you are actually because you've been subconsciously manifesting them. With this 10th house card about being like going for what you want, I feel like the universe is like, okay, well, you've been subconsciously asking for, you know, some shift and some movement in this area, whatever it may be. We're going to get into it. Hopefully the tarot cards will give us a little bit more insight. But I feel like Spirit's saying to go with the flow, like to just enter into this new way of thinking and understanding these different ways of life. I'm kind of getting like, I'm getting this energy like it's going to be outside environmental experiences that are going to be coming to you. And it's going to be, it's kind of like the Hanged Man energy, where it's like you're going to be shifting your whole perspective on how you have viewed the world and other people. So let's continue reading the World card and see what else. Layers of illusion will be removed. Yeah, oh my god, yes. Layers of illusion will be removed. That's what I was kind of saying when I said that people around you, whether it's friends, family, or like colleagues, or just people around your everyday environments, have these very narrow-minded beliefs and thought systems about certain communities. And it may be like the LGBTQ community, like it may be that, or it may be something along the lines of, like I said, anything that's deemed like taboo, or you know, what people may think is taboo. Like if you have a group or a few people or even just one person around you that like is very strong-minded about a certain viewpoint in life, you may have opportunities that are going to be like thrown into your life in the month of November that are going to kind of shake up that belief and thought system for you, and it's going to shift your perspective on whatever it may be. It says layers of illusions will be removed. This could be in relation to the public or a possible love interest. If a love interest, they could be older or more established, or they will work along beside you in meeting your goals. So interesting because I do have a few romance oracle cards that I pulled, and these are also out of the love oracle deck that I have. So this wasn't really supposed to be like a love reading, but if love and romance does come up, this could be in relation to what this says. Like, you could be meeting somebody new that could be like something that you haven't tried before. Like it said, older, more established, or somebody that's willing to work with you, and just an energy that you haven't experienced before within a romantic interest. And with this water element, it's like saying, yeah, just go with the flow, you know, be open-minded and allow yourself to gracefully move into these more intense energies, because it's only intense because you're not used to it, right? Okay, so let's get into the tarot and let's see. Oh, y'all just saw that. I didn't even have to ask the question. Okay, so Seven of Cups. Interesting. I'm actually gonna move these a little bit out of the way so I have a little bit more room, guys. Sorry. We'll get back to those in a minute, but very interesting with the Seven of Cups flying out, which does make sense because this card talks about having multiple choices and multiple opportunities coming your way, and you're just like, oh my god, where do I go? What do I do? And it also talks about having each aspect of your cups filled, like each aspect of your life, having each cup filled in each aspect of your life. Let's see what else. For pile number 2, Spirit, what else is coming in for the month of November? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to have a new setup. Sorry, guys. For the month of November. What else? What else is coming in for pile number 2 for the month of November, Spirit? Actually, was this supposed to be in reverse? Come on, was it? Whatever. Okay. Interesting. The Temperance card came out for pile number 1 too. That's very interesting indeed. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. In the back of the deck energy, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting here with the tarot cards is definitely confirmation that there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming in. I feel like I'm getting the energy like not every opportunity is going to be good. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like use your discretion type of energy. Because it's like, you know, like when you get cold calls or like somebody's trying to like sell you something, like they knock on your door and they're like, oh, hey, are you interested in this? Blah, blah, blah. And sometimes you give people the time of day. Most of the time you don't, but sometimes you do. And then like it could be like really alluring and you're just kind of like, like, should I give this person a chance? Or, you know, or, oh, they're just like a salesperson or whatever. I feel like that's that type of energy where it's saying like some of those cold calls and some of the opportunities that are just gonna kind of jump into your life are going to be legit, and they are going to be like for your highest good and for this 10th house energy of like public recognition and success, which is the Three of Pentacle card. But some of these opportunities are not what they seem, and they could result in like confliction or just kind of this like deceitful energy. Like whenever the Five of Swords come out, like I just literally think of like somebody's like scamming someone. Like someone's just like, haha, like look at this guy, he has like a smirk on his face, and then this guy's fucking crying in the back, and this guy's like, fuck you, bro, like what the fuck, I'm out of here. And he's like, yeah, look at me, like haha, I got one up on you. Like I don't know, I just always think that like that's that type of energy. And especially within this reading, I'm just getting that like definitely with the Temperance card too, like again, water, use your intuition, use your senses. Because not everything is going to be what it seems. And with that Uranus energy, remember it said that, you know, the veil of illusions will be uncovered. So during this time, during this month of November, as you are going to be presented with certain opportunities, or some people may come into your life and, you know, offer you the world or offer you certain things, just use your discernment and trust that your intuition will tell you if it's best for you or not. So I'm interested to see what these Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards say. Lavender, sleep. So with the water, with a lot of water sign happening, water energy and sleep, I'm getting that like maybe you're going to be having some intense dreams, or maybe you need to start like sleeping more, like get on a good sleep schedule, maybe use some melatonin or some other tools or medicines to help you get to sleep on time and have more restful sleep, because during this intense time coming in for you, you're going to want to be at your most, you know, mental clarity peak type of thing. So you want to make sure you have a lot of sleep. And maybe lavender can help you too, like take a lavender bath, put on some lavender essential oils or something like that. That could be very helpful. Huh? What? Nettle, caution. What did I say? What did I say? Use discernment. Not everything is what it seems. I'm getting the Wizards of Waverly Place. Everything is not what it seems. Your wildest dream. You know? Yeah. Everything is not going to be what it seems. Yes. That's weird because I did not get that energy up until like when the tarot cards popped out. That's when things started to get a little bit more real. So anybody that comes into your life, or maybe comes back into your life and starts offering you some shit that just doesn't seem right, or just seems kind of like seems almost too good to be true is kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like anything that's like that, just use your discernment, use your senses, use your intuition, because you've got other things that are going to be coming in too. Like there's a lot that's going to be thrown at you this month. That's pretty much what I'm getting. A lot that's going to be thrown at you. Some of it's going to be really good and going to be, you know, you're going to be recognized for. It's going to be very fruitive. And some of it is going to be very deceitful, and you don't want to deal with that. So just use your discernment so you can block that energy. And yeah, that's it on that. Let's get into these romance oracle cards. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Ooh, okay. So if you are going to meet somebody, if you do meet somebody during this time, I will say, which card was it? I think it was Uranus, where it said that you may be meeting a romantic partner. and they may be somebody that you're not used to, or an energy that isn't, you know, quote unquote, the norm. So this is saying maybe some soulmate energy, and this could also be friendship. So that's something to look out for. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So maybe if you are in a relationship, for those of you who are in a relationship, maybe you're having some doubts. Maybe you're thinking that your partner is being deceitful, or having or being sneaky behind your back, and Spirit's saying, you know, work on it, communicate, let them know how you're feeling, and maybe you'll get the answers you're looking for. Oh, what? Hold on. I'm sorry. A what? Deception? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship? Okay, hold on. I'm getting something here. This is very interesting. I'm sorry for the glare, you guys. Ugh, that's really annoying. But this is very interesting because I was literally just talking about deception. But I knew it. I knew I was getting deception energy. That's so crazy. Okay, let me gather my thoughts before I just like spew everywhere. Okay, so I was a little bit confused with these two cards. Like soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Give your relationship a chance. And then the deception. So what I'm getting here, this can go one of two ways. If you are not in a relationship currently, this may be talking about somebody new potentially coming into your life, right? And with that Uranus card saying it is an energy that may be unconventional, taboo, or like an older person, more established, or I'm just kind of getting the energy of just somebody that is not the energy that you're used to. They may be trying to put on a front to try and get you to feel a certain way about them, you know what I mean? But deep down, their feelings are genuine, but I feel like what they show you, like what they're going to be offering you, may be not as much as they actually have, if that makes sense. So I feel like moving into that energy, use caution and use your senses, because, you know, you'll be able to see the signs that if somebody's trying to give you something that they don't have, or like, what is that saying? Like give you like empty promises, or like, you know, giving you pipe dreams, you know what I'm saying? Like, they may be trying to offer you something that's just like completely not even tangible at that point. And if they are, and if you can see that by using your senses and caution and using your intuition, you can communicate that to them and just be like, look, like, you don't need to put on this front. You don't need to wear this mask in the relationship to get me. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, and, you know, all is well. Or this is saying that somebody may be coming in and they may seem like they're your fucking soulmate. They may seem like, you know, there may be signs saying like, give this relationship a chance, like it's all good in the hood, you know what I mean? And then like, it's not. Like, I don't know. There could be that too. I'm not getting that energy as much, but like, I just needed to put it out there as an option, because like, I don't know, I'm just kind of very thrown. But if you are currently in a relationship, there's some shit that y'all gotta talk about. And because both of the people are wearing masks here, I feel like it may be on either one of your ends, like you or the other person, is maybe putting on a front or hiding something or not being 100% truthful in the relationship. So communication needs to happen. There needs to be walls brought down with that Uranus card. That illusion, that veil needs to be brought off, so you guys can work forward, because obviously there is positive connection energy here. So do with that what you will. That was a little bit messy. Whoa, that was a lot. I kind of want to see what these romance oracle cards say now, because maybe we'll get some clarification. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Interesting. So, during this time, when there's going to be some intense energy and maybe like some paranoia, I'm getting like, with all this like deception and like take caution, there's gonna be some things that are going to irk you. And so Spirit's saying, just take a moment, you know, whether it's every day or once a week, but just take a moment and close your eyes and remind yourself that you deserve to feel happy and you deserve the best in your life, no matter what the circumstances that you're currently facing. You deserve it all. Okay? Because, honey, this is intense. Let's see what this one says. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there was always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, I don't really think I need to explain that one. Obviously there's some intense energy happening romantically coming into the month of November for you guys. I did not expect this to be like a romance reading, but it seems a little bit like it is. But yeah, so through some of this turmoil that you're gonna have to move through, again, everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason why these things are coming up. And use your caution and intuition and your senses and work it through. Talk to your higher self. Have clarity with yourself so you can have clarity with other people. Because if you're not being truthful to yourself, if you're not having that clarification with your own self, it's going to be extremely difficult to communicate to another person about, you know, things that may not be what they seem. Let's get in with the Eternal Crystal cards. So, ooh, okay, this is upside down. So we have Calcite, Calmness. Okay, so you might want to get some calcite. If you don't have any, I would get some, because this is going to invoke calmness and it's going to help you align your chakras so you can stay in this, you know, calm energy here, and you can really... I was wondering why I felt so like all over the place as soon as I started this reading. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm very jumpy with my words. I'm kind of like skipping all over the place. That's the energy that I'm getting from this reading. It's just like, there's just a lot happening. A lot of different things at once. Romantically, personally, there's just a lot. So I would definitely invest in getting some calcite to help calm yourself. I would meditate with this. Put it under your pillow, put it in your bag or your purse, put it in your bra, whatever you want to do with it. Just get it around you. And if you don't have selenite, I would get some selenite so you can charge this crystal so it can amplify the energy, because you're gonna need some calming techniques here. I think these are upside down. Lepidolite, trust, third eye and crown chakras. Yeah. Trust in yourself and your intuition. Like I keep saying, like, yeah. Just trust yourself. If you feel like something's wrong, something's wrong. If you feel like something's off, something's off. If you feel like something's genuine, then it's genuine. Don't second guess yourself right now. Right now is not the time to be like second guessing your intuition, because that's just going to mess up this energy. Because again, I'm going to reiterate this like so many times, but there are going to be some things that are going to be genuine and for your higher self coming in, and then there's going to be other things that are not going to be. And it's up to you to choose which one's which and to decipher that. The universe can't do that for you. You have to do that for yourself. And this is as much as the universe is going to give you right now. Like, I guarantee it. I've had to kind of go through certain situations like that in my past where I've had to, trust myself. And, sometimes it doesn't go the way that you want it to go. You know what I mean? Like, but again, through the turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So everything's meant to happen for a reason, and whatever you choose and whatever you feel is right will be the right decision. And it may be good and it may be bad. But it could be worse if you don't use your intuition and if you second guess yourself. That's kind of where that's going. And last but not least, we have Zincite, the physical body root chakra. Interesting. Physical body. So I'm getting you may be having some physical sensations happen during the month of November. I'm trying to see if Spirit's gonna tell me kind of along the lines of what that entails. Twitching, heart palpitations, some like nerve issues. It's not anything serious or anything to worry about, but yeah, it's just like, it's gonna be due to like stress happening. You might have some stress strain in your body. But yeah, your physical body is going to be very important and very heightened during the month of November. So make sure to take baths. And I think that's the lavender is also coming out and saying like you need to use calming herbs and essences. Is that a word? Essences? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, you need to calm your body, calm yourself. Maybe drink some chamomile tea, maybe less coffee so you're not so jittery and all over the place. Less sugar. Anything that you can cut out during the month of November that is just gonna like kind of make you feel off and a little bit all over the place. And more things that are going to make you feel calm and centered. So maybe do some meditation, yoga. Definitely stretch and move your body. Hydrate, all that good stuff. All of that good stuff. But, let's end this with a little affirmation card from the Four Agreements deck. Let's see what we can get here for pile number 2. What guidance or words of advice can we give pile number 2? Assume nothing. Don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. Trust yourself. Don't assume. Let's get this one out of the way. Sorry, y'all. This is a mess, but assume nothing. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think, and we don't have to say what we want. We assume that they are going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and think, how could you do that? You should know. What did I say earlier about communication? If you don't communicate to somebody how you feel or what you want or what you expect, how the fuck are you supposed to expect them to know? Like, they're not gonna know. They're not you. They don't live in your brain. As long as you may know the person, or as much as you may think that they know you, or vice versa, they're not you. And so that's part of being in a partnership with somebody, whether it's a friendship or relationship or whatever. That's part of that, is understanding that it goes both ways. You know, you have to have that communication in order to have a healthy relationship. You have to say, you know, I'm going to speak up for myself. Hey, this is what I expect and this is what I want from you. And, you know, obviously, if that person doesn't give it to you, then there's a problem, but they should give it to you, and they should, you know, compromise and meet you halfway, at least, you know, to be in a partnership with somebody that's part of that. So definitely word of advice. And second one is, be impeccable with your word. Create a beautiful dream. Your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Very interesting. I'm hearing be careful what you say, be careful what you wish for. Lots of caution during this time for you. Be careful of the words that you use when you're speaking with other people or speaking to yourself. Because like this says, you know, your words can create the most beautiful dream, or they can destroy everything around you. So, yeah, I feel like Spirit is going to be having a very close eye on you during the month of November. So anything that you say or do, it's like going to be heightened times 100. So if you're talking negatively, if you're not communicating, if you're playing games with people, if you're being deceptive, or if you're not being truthful to yourself and allowing people to deceive you, then that's just kind of manifesting negative things to happen or continue to happen to you. But if you use caution and you know, use these tools and take this advice, whichever way it may resonate for you, I feel like things will happen smoothly. You know, you'll be able to stand face to face with these obstacles that may arise and say, you know what, I'm gonna choose to be optimistic. I'm gonna choose the higher path. I'm gonna, you know, climb over these walls and get through it. So with that being said, that is your reading, pile number 2. Thanks for sticking it out with me, guys. This reading was a little bit chaotic, and there's a lot happening, but if this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments down below. It always warms my heart to know that the messages that are being relayed to me are getting received by those who they're supposed to. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. I know the angle and the setup is a little bit different. I have been trying to configure that little cloth that I was using, and it wasn't working out. It wasn't working out, so we're just gonna go bare table today. I apologize. And it also has been a couple days later. There's a lot happening, but I still wanted to finish doing these readings, and you guys are the last pile, and maybe we're gonna save the best for last, huh? But here is your beautiful card that you picked. I love this card. Look at it. It's just so beautiful, and I just feel some like connection happening. Maybe you're gonna have some connection coming in for the month of November. But we're gonna put this to the side. There is a message on the back of that card, but we're gonna get into a couple other oracle cards before we get started with that one. The first oracle deck that we're going to be getting into is the Black Moon Astrology cards, and this will just kind of give us an overview energy of what's coming in for you for the month of November. So let's get started. Capricorn, I use. Okay, so if you're a Capricorn, have Capricorn placements, or this may be talking about a Capricorn. Solar eclipse, revolution. Interesting. Revolution. And lunar eclipse, change. Eclipse energy coming in hot. I'm not familiar with this deck, so we're going to go ahead and use the guidebook, and I'm going to go ahead and read off these cards. But we do have 22 and 44 here. Interesting. Double energy. And then double eclipse cards. So, that's interesting. When the Capricorn card turns up in a reading, it denotes a time of diligence and hard work. There is a gaining in status and reputation. Whatever you've toiled over, and especially sacrificed for, you are ready for splendid results to be revealed. Keep in mind this gain may be slow and systematic, but that you are heading towards something solid and lasting. You are about to meet all the right people who will back you and your goals. Some may be greater in status than you, but they will show you the ropes or support you in some substantial way. Capricorn is a sign of drive and ambition, therefore you may feel more driven than usual. In essence, this card is saying to put your childish things away and take responsibility. Go for what you want in a systematic way. Beware of looking back and staying in the shadows. It's time to unleash your talents upon the world. Do not let up. Go out on a limb. If your question is to do with romance or relationships, then these may take on more serious tones. Matters should grow deeper and more committed. It could be that one partner is older, higher in social rank, or will be a guide or teacher to the other. It may also mean one is more serious than the other. So, some intense energy happening, some intense Capricorn energy. Work hard, work harder, right? Work hard. You know that saying, work hard, play hard? I feel like it's like, work hard, and you shall reap the rewards. No playing necessary. I don't know, I'm feeling like Capricorn energy to me is just like that girl boss or guy boss, you know what I mean? Just that like bad boss bitch energy. So for the month of November, giddy up. Get ready, because there's some hard work ethic energy happening. Let's see about this solar eclipse though. Solar eclipse, revolution. When the solar eclipse card turns up in a reading, you can expect swift changes that end one chapter and start a new one. You may have felt something would have eventually happened, not having recently paid much attention to the situation. Then you're presented with a shock or a jolt, and you're reeling over the sudden change. This upheaval takes away what has been familiar and safe to you, so you can embark on new territories or even venture to a strange new terrain. But it will be daunting. These events may seem like negatives at first: a divorce, the end to a relationship, being forced to move, or even losing your job. Eclipses tend to affect relationships foremost, however, and so you may soon see stressors and upsetting changes in the relational supports you have counted on. For whatever reason, these may be taken away, either for the time being, but perhaps permanently. So the one thing you can count on is that your life will go through a complete rearrangement of sorts. The energies are saying that it is necessary to be cruel before being kind. Okay. Damn. This is some like hard up energy right now. We'll get into the details of it in a minute. All in all, when the solar eclipse card turns up, it implies you are being forced to make a decision and to act on it. There will be no stepping away from it, even though you may not have been consciously aware of just how much certain issues were not working. It's time to look ahead and finally resolve what has held you back. Now is the time to begin anew and to start that new chapter in the book of life. So, with both of these cards being here and this one already saying change and like, there's gonna be massive change. That is so weird because every single pile that I've done has talked about change, like letting go of the past, letting go of past energy, moving into new energy. So I guess as a collective, for the month of November, there's going to be a lot of change happening. A lot of change. And it's going to happen whether you're ready for it or not. And so Spirit's saying, enter this Capricorn energy, enter this boss, bad bitch energy, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it moving forward as you move into these changes. When you tap into this Capricorn energy, it's going to be a lot easier to be like, okay, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's get to step in. You know what I mean? And last but not least, we have the lunar eclipse card. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay. When the lunar eclipse card presents itself in a reading, dramatic changes are in store. Such changes will likely be unexpected ones, the kind that might seem hard or will take some special effort on your part. These will not be gradual, easy, barely noticed transformations. Your world may be rattled somewhat. It will seem more like a revolution. Excuse me? Interesting. Do not be alarmed, however, because this altering of your life is essential in getting you where you need to be. We are all here to share our gifts and to lead others to theirs. It is never an easy path. Any number of things might happen: the ending or beginning of a transformative relationship, a change in life path or job, or a change in where you live. Whatever it may be, it will be abrupt. Yeah, both of these cards are very similar. So, be ready for some change. Be ready for some major change. Like, I'm getting Tower card energy. Like, straight up upheaval. Universe is like, no more. You're done. You're done, honey. You're done. Expect to be thrown off balance. If the situation is something you have taken for granted and it collapses, then you will need to make a new start. In any event, you should start to see these effects within the next 6 weeks and expect for an outcome to be completed within 6 months. This card also indicates cycles, and whatever seems lost at this time, you can be assured will return to you, perhaps in a different form, but certainly better. Okay. Whoa. I'm a little bit speechless right now because that's very intense and I don't really know what to say. But I'm here for it. And just so you know, the corresponding tarot card to the solar eclipse is the 10 of Swords. And if you don't know what that card looks like, it's the card with the man laying on the ground and the 10 swords stabbed all in his back. So, it's intense energy, but it's also an ending period. That's why it is the 10 of Swords. So, this is actually really positive energy. I just want to reiterate that. I'm kind of making it like, oh my god. Which, yeah, I mean, you do want to understand that, like, you're going to have an intense November. But it's also going to be so beautiful. And it's just really the way that you choose to look at it. You're going to have to make a lot of changes. You're going to be forced to move into a new energy space. But with that comes shedding yourself of what is no longer serving you, what is no longer working for you, and allowing yourself a new perspective, like almost like a reset. Like being like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, like what's that? I feel like a whole brand new bitch, right? What's that song? I think it's Bussin' by Tay Money, and I think it's Lotto. I think, but it's like I feel like a whole brand new bitch. Bussin', we be bussin'. That's what I feel like. It's just like, especially with this Capricorn energy, it's like boss bitch energy, right? And like, you're gonna feel brand new. You're gonna feel rejuvenated, and you're going to feel optimistic and ready to tackle these new challenges. But allow yourself to feel the changes happening, you know, like, I don't know. Let's see. Let's just get into the tarot, because I need to see. I need to see for myself what's happening. We need to get some more. Whoa. Oh my god. No. Okay, for pile number 3, Spirit. What the frick is going on with this energy? With this eclipse energy? What's happening here? For the month of November. What's going on? Okay. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't have any of my cards in reverse, so when they pop out in reverse, it's for a reason. Oh. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Uh-oh. New relationship alert. Oh my god, these cards are driving me crazy. Oh my god. Do y'all see what's going on here? This is nuts. Jesus. Hold on. I gotta find the one that flipped over. Yeah. Ooh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Okay. Let me get these cards and... Ooh. Why are some of these coming... What? Sorry, I just need a moment of silence, because what did the 10 of Sword energy... What? Bitch, what? Okay. There's a lot of swords happening. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Before we get into this, let me just set these aside, because we need to talk about this right here. We need to talk about it. Okay? Whoa. I want you to take 3 big deep breaths with me right now. Like, please. Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, Yeah. This is why this is so intense right here. Yeah. You've been through a lot of stuff. Like, a lot. Like, everybody's been through things, but, like, you have been through, like, a lot. Like, a lot. This is the energy of, like, your trauma and the things that you've been through. And I feel like it's really intense shit. Like, I'm trigger warning. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna say anything triggering, but just me talking about this may trigger somebody who has been through some severe trauma. Because that's genuinely the energy that I'm getting, is that you have been through a lot of emotional, mental, and physical pain. And it's caused you to come into this Eight of Swords energy where you're completely blocked off and just blinded and binded, and you're isolating yourself. You could have severe depression or feel very depressed and just lost in life. You may be aimlessly on autopilot, just living life day to day, not really having much spark. Yeah, there could be a lot of intense things that may be coming to the surface at this time, or maybe has been coming to the surface as of lately. And by lately, I could just mean at any point this year. Like, I feel like it's been pretty recent because it's at its peak right now with the 10 of Sword energy. The 10 is good news though, because the 10 talks about an ending. 10 is the last number in the cards, right? So right now you could be feeling like giving up, like there's no way out. But Spirit is here to tell you that there is going to be a way out, and it's going to be forced upon you, and it's going to be intense, but you have so much spark in you. You have so much light within you. Like, I'm just getting like, you are so talented, you are so gifted, and you know what you want, and you know how to get it, and Spirit is saying to go for it. Like, absolutely 1000% go for it. When these new opportunities arise and this change comes about, you're gonna be just like, it's almost like all of these swords are going to just like lift off of your back, and you're gonna be like unchained from the shackles, if that makes sense. Now let's get into these cards here. I do want to flip. I want to see if these are supposed to be upside down or not. I always do this. See? Because sometimes they're not. Like, sometimes it's just like, yeah. I had a feeling. Yes. Okay. So, let's talk about... We're going to set this aside. We're going to talk about this romantic in a minute. Let's finish with this. So, yeah, you definitely give off this, like, bad bitch energy. Whether you're male or female, like, I'm just, you know, you give off this, like... My light just went out. Sorry about that, my light went out. But you give off this very much obviously feminine energy, very in tune with yourself, but also with the Capricorn, you are a go-getter. You're very determined, you know what you want, you know how to get it, and you're willing to go for it. And I feel like with this energy here, this is very not yourself. And this is why you're feeling so down and so lost and so just like out of balance, because what I need clarification. What is that? What is this energy here? Like what happened? What's going on? Like, or what went on? What happened? I don't know. Page of Wands. Okay. You're gonna give me something else. The Magician. What? Oh. Okay, you could be wanting, yeah, back of the deck, Ace of Wands. Okay, you could be like so sick and tired of your like everyday life right now, your mundane everyday life. Okay, with the 10 of Wands here too, and then the Ace of Wands, yeah, okay, this makes so much sense. Okay, ooh, yeah, I just needed a few extra cards, but okay. This energy right here is like, you have been doing the same shit every day for so long. Same job, same routine, same people, same whatever. Just, like I said, on that like autopilot, right? That's that like Eight of Swords energy. Like that like major like autopilot. Like you're not even like consciously aware of what the fuck you're doing anymore, because you're just doing it. You don't even know why. There's no spark. There's nothing happening. And I feel like this is causing you like all of this pain. Because in your mind, you're like, oh my God, I want new experiences. I want new ideas. I want new things for myself, right? I know I can do it. I want the success and the recognition that I deserve. I know I can do it. I know what I want. I know how to get it, and I'm ready to do it. Like this is like your subconscious, right? Telling you like, hey, come on, get in this energy. You have all of the tools with the Magician card. You have everything that you need for this new successful opportunity, but like you're just so like covered up in all this shit that you're not able to move into this energy, which is why this is happening. Which is why the universe is being like, okay, we're pushing it then. If you're not gonna move into this energy, if you're not gonna do it yourself, we're pushing it because we know that you want it. And so that's definitely this energy is like coming from this, working so hard to the fucking brink of death, you know, feeling exhausted all the time, feeling lost, feeling heartbroken, having just so much imbalance to, hey now, this is what dreams are made of. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm literally like, that's what came to my head. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like this like shift needs to happen, and then like, yeah, you're gonna be meeting somebody. I'm getting like 10 of Cups energy. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's aligned. You have everything that you want. The romance, the you know, the job, the career, the everything. The everything. And you're able to give and receive openly. And the Libra sign here, the balancing scale, right? You're able to balance everything out. You're in balance, not imbalanced. Okay? That is severely the energy that's happening here. So, month of November. Sorry, I have to readjust myself here. But, yeah. Whoa. November is going to be a whirlwind for you, my friend. Pile number 3, get ready. Because whether you're ready or not, the shift is happening. And it's going to be a beautiful, amazing shift that is going to trigger you to get into this Capricorn energy and be like, yo, I got all the tools. I'm a boss ass bitch. I'm a bad bitch. I'm in my energy. I'm in my creative energy. I am ready to reap what I sow. And I'm ready for this new romance too. I'm interested. Let's see what this card says. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Bitch, what did I just fucking say? Okay? The energy's already coming to you. And, you know, obviously this is specifically talking about a connection with somebody, but in retrospect to the reading, it also is talking about, like, this positive energy is with you in spirit already. It's already in the cards for you. It's already written in the stars. You just gotta physically get there, you know? And this major eclipse, you know, energy is going to be triggering and forcing that. I also have some more romance oracle cards here. Let's see what it has to say about this connection. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay, honey. Okay, 3 of Swords talks about heartbreak, emotional hardship. So, if you're still like, let's say for example, you broke up with your ex because he cheated on you, but yet you still have him on social media. You're still allowing him to, like, message you here and there. You get the I miss you text. Bitch, bye. Blocked. Block his ass. Or hers. Sorry. Don't mean to be sexist here. But block their ass and move on. Because you've got a connection waiting for you, honey, on the other side. Release it. Release it. Let it go. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, this is good. This is good because during this energy of releasing and letting go and coming into the new, you're going to need a support system and you're going to want a support system. And I feel like you've got friends and family and people around you that care and love about you, that care and love you very much. Care about you, that's what I was gonna say. But regardless, you have people in your life that want the best for you, that want you to come into this energy, honey. Like, they want to celebrate with you. Look at this. They're like, yes, let's celebrate, celebration times, come on. I just said the words wrong, but you get what I'm saying. Let your friends create the bridge for you. Let them help you. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Duh! Let the passion flow. That's what I was talking about when I said, like, you have this light. You have this passion inside of you. Ignite it. Light that fire up, baby, because it's here. It's ready. It's just dormant right now. But you gotta move into this new, you know? And last but not least, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Worth waiting for. Yes. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically worth waiting for. Yeah. I feel like this is going to be like the reward to you moving into this new energy. Not only are you going to feel better about yourself, you're going to be happier, you're going to be more in your element, but you're going to meet the person of your dreams, honey. Your dreams. Like, it's happening. 1000%. No doubt about it. No doubt. None. Let's get into the Witch's Kitchen Oracle. Cinnamon, reignite. Bitch, what did I just say? What did I just say? Sorry, I'm like getting so excited. Like, this is so exciting. Holy crap, this is exciting energy. Oh my god, reignite. Reignite your passion, bitch. Stop doing the mundane work. Stop working yourself to death for no fucking reason and being miserable. There's no reason to be feeling this way when you could be feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? And then we have tea tree, binding. Binding, okay. So this is interesting because binding talks about... Binding could go two different ways. This could mean like release the bind, release this hold that has been on you for so long, but it also, binding talks about, like a binding spell is a spell of protection, but it also a spell of like stopping somebody. I feel like this is very much so like, once you let go of this old energy, bind it up. Like, don't let it come back. You know, don't look back. That's what I'm getting with this binding card, is just kind of like, let's say you are walking in a forest and you happen to find a very alluring looking spider. And you're like, you just want to hold it. Like, you're just very like, I don't know why I'm saying spider, but whatever. You just want it. And you're very comfortable around it. And it's everything that you've ever wanted. But then you come to find out that it's like so fucking poisonous for you. Like, it literally is so, like, it's gonna kill you. So you want to keep it because you love it and you care about it, and it just makes you feel like a part of yourself. Like, it makes you feel like home. But you can't touch it, you can't let it roam free, so you put it in a jar so you can keep it, but you can contain it. This is a weird example, but it's just what came up at the top of my head. But basically, with this old energy, there are aspects of yourself in this scenario that are a part of you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the hard work ethic with the Capricorn, and the fact that you are, you know, so resilient. You know, there's aspects here of your, you know, past circumstances that are a part of you and that you can take with you moving forward, but you just need to contain it so it doesn't consume you, and so you can be this free-flowing, creative energy and passionate energy, but not let this, you know, negative aspects and the pain and the wounds and the trauma overpower this energy. So you want to contain it. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so now we have the internal crystal oracle. So we have teach, heart chakra. Teach. Interesting. So I feel like you're going to be teaching yourself how to reignite your passion, how to have more joy and more happiness in your life. Bloodstone, detoxifying root and heart and sacral chakras. So again, with the heart chakra and the 3 of Swords coming out, there's a lot of emotional wounds that need to be healed up here. But I feel like it's not impossible, and I feel like you've already been feeling like, you know, like wanting to get started on it. Like with the Capricorn energy, you're just kind of like, yes, okay, yes, I want to do it, but you just haven't. And so I feel like that's why the universe is like going to be pushing you now. The universe is going to be like, okay, you want this, so we're going to make it not a choice anymore. Like, you're going to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Green, adventuring, new opportunities, heart chakra again. New opportunities with the heart chakra, bitch. Yeah, get out of this old energy. Like, fuck your ex, okay? They don't need you anymore. You don't need them anymore, bitch. You deserve a happy, healthy relationship. And if they were not giving that to you, why are you wasting your time reminiscing over them? Whoa. Selenite. Peace. Crown chakra. Yeah. Exactly. You deserve peace. You deserve happiness. You deserve to live in your highest energy. And that's on point blank period. And also, just wanted to mention, you can get any of these crystals that will probably be very useful for you during the month of November at this time. Or if you have these crystals already, use them, wear them, put them in your bag, put them in your bra, put them in your purse, put them in your pant pockets, whatever you want to do. But yeah, it'll make the energy flow with you a lot easier. But to end off your reading, we are going to go into this animal spirit deck, and we're going to see what animal spirit pops out for you. Pile number 3. What animal spirit should you be embracing for the month of November? Oh, okay, that's too many. That is too many. Oh, dolphin. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Water sign. Water energy. Dolphin. Let's see what the dolphin has to say for you in the guidebook. Animal spirit guidebook. Oh, look at that. Hopped on the shark page. Here we go. Innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of the spirit. It is easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on its way. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates own power. To bring into balance like-minded spirits. Okay, this is so interesting. Oh my gosh, because when it's saying you underestimate your own power, I definitely got that. Like, I totally get that energy here. Like, you were completely underestimating how amazing you are. And when it said light healer, you could definitely be a light worker. Like, totally 1000%. That's why I kept seeing, like, I kept hearing, like, you are a light. You are you know, of light energy. I totally get that. Oh my god, yes. Oh. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on its way. Exactly. This change is going to completely 180 your life, but for the better, for the best. And absolutely 1000% reignite this passion inside of you to become who you're meant to be. Yeah, become who you're meant to be. Wow, what a beautiful reading. Ugh. Your trauma does not define who you are. That's the last thing that I just got. Your trauma and your past does not define who you are. We are always constantly evolving and changing and growing as human beings. We are never the same person. And just remind yourself of that moving forward as you come into these changes that are going to be happening for you. Remind yourself that as you change and grow, you also change and grow spiritually. And the definition of who you once were and your morals and your values are going to be so different. And you can recreate and redefine who you are. So that's that on that, guys. I'm going to end that there on that note. What a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for being in this energy, in this space with me. And if this reading resonated with you, I would love if you commented down below. It would absolutely warm my heart to know that the messages that I am relaying are being received by those who are meant to see it. And if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.